got it. Hey, run that shit up, Trace.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Big checks with big deposits. Run it up. 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 Big checks with big deposits. Big bag what I beat on. Play the corner like Dion. Hard code like Freon. No time for you peons. Pandemic ain't stop nothing. Apply pressure, I'm job hunting. Risk good, I'ma bop something. Fire on me, I'm Glock busting. Got rich, then I went broke. Bounce back like good dope. Bad times I kick those. Mama told me don't trust hoes. When a boss talk, you don't speak. Keep niggas on a long leash. Money coming, they gon' creep. Step on niggas like long feet. Stuff money in my tube socks. Right back when the work drop.
I love it. That is the best line in hip hop. I don't care what anybody has to say. Best line. Best line. All right, yo, we are back. AAA Sports episode 11. Tourney time. I see a lot more faces than I didn't see before, so this is awesome. What's up, Reggie? What's up, Teron?
What's going on?
Happening, DJ?
What's good? What's good?
Yeah, they call me the producer D80. Let's get it started.
Yo. It is. We're gonna start it off different this time. Normally we're gonna college football, but it's a lot going on. And DJ brought this up actually to my attention. So I'm gonna ask DJ if you remember exactly what you asked me, to bring that up as the first topic when we got to talking about transfer time, transfer portals, and the newest going on.
Oh yeah, just the kid from the Caden Proctor kid. Proctor.
Yeah. Caden Proctor transfers again. He transferred from he's an Iowa kid first and foremost. So he was committed to Iowa. Then right there during the last week, he flips his commitment to Alabama, goes to Alabama, starts as a true freshman All-American. Nick Saban leaves. He puts in his transfer papers and he transfers back to his home state team, Iowa. Transfers there, spends a couple months there. Spring break, the rumor is spring break, he went and hung out with his old Alabama teammates because he's gotten so close with them. They hung out for spring break. Comes back from spring break and is like, yo, I think I want to transfer back. So he puts in his paperwork and he's going back to Alabama.
See, I don't believe it happened like that. I mean, I know that's the story, but I don't believe it happened like that.
I mean, he didn't transfer these schools. He
didn't. Something fell through with his NIL, and Bama picked it up with NIL. I definitely think it's an NIL thing.
Okay.
You think Bama offered him something when he was there with the board?
I mean, I think they got these back channel deals and people talking to that's like if somebody hypothetically like with my nephew, you don't gotta actually go talk to him. You could talk to me, talk to his brother, say, oh yeah, we can get him this. I think Bama reached out to somebody in his family or somebody close to him. This is what we got. And Iowa kind of fell through on the NIL package. They maybe didn't give him what they promised.
You know what I think can solve a lot of this problem? And I actually thought about this since we've been on live in the last 4 minutes. I think that anybody that goes to the transfer portal for whatever reason should be responsible for their own education. And what I mean by that is you should be ineligible for scholarships if you do that. And I mean, that's not going to totally stop it because a lot of these NIL deals, they don't give a fuck. They got millions of dollars anyway. But you're going to spend $100,000 if that's what you want to do. And I think that's
what if your coach leaves?
I think you got to be coach leave. I think if your coach leave, if you're a position coach, if that's the person who recruited you, I think you should be able to leave. I think if you have maybe the older rules, if there's a family emergency, medical emergencies, mom's sick, something like that, health-related issues, you should be able to transfer for those reasons. No penalty. If you graduate, transfer, no reason. But these I'm here, I want to go, like for whatever the case. Like, yo, I get it. They're like the coaches do it all the time, but it's there's levels to it, and you can't get everything the coach get. Go ahead, yeah. I'm sorry.
I think all y'all been institutionalized. That's what I think.
Not me, because I think they should be able to do what they want. I just think that it shouldn't be on.
That's not what you just said.
No. Watch the past episodes. I always make it clear that I like the way that it is, how, because I don't like the mass. I don't like that. I like freedom. But what I'm saying is, if you have on a scholarship athlete, right, and you just like, I don't fucking feel like being here because I'm gonna go get more money over there. I ain't stopping you. Go ahead. But why should you go over there and get a scholarship too? That's all I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. You're saying that make them have to pay out their own pocket if they want to choose to leave.
Up for a bigger NIL deal? Okay, well, this year gonna cost you $100,000 worth of education. Pay for it, bro. You got it, Big Daddy. You got it.
I don't think I can argue against that.
Well, I can say this, not like an argument against it, but I just don't agree with the logic of it. I think that if a person's going to be penalized for something, it should necessarily be the school, because you got to think about this. The school doesn't necessarily have to accept the athlete, right?
Right.
They're offered a handful of scholarships to give out a year, right?
Right.
The issue is that if this, and Reggie didn't go this deep, but I'm going a little deeper. The issue is that if this college athlete takes up a roster and a scholarship spot that some other athlete or college kid could have gotten, but now you left and took your NIL deal to somewhere else. Now that situation, I feel like should be a penalty, not for the simple fact because you wanted to leave somewhere and be penalized for that. Like, I don't agree with that. I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm saying in terms of like pimping, like to the high.
No, I know what you mean, but I'm
just
just saying that. No, I get it, but I'm just saying that, like, if I can see again, if you take a roster spot from somebody or a scholarship away from somebody else who could have got that, now, and then all of a sudden they still in Pittsburgh, can't get out the hood because you took that spot, and all of a sudden you done left Pitt and went to wherever, and they still like, damn, that could have been my ride. Like, I wanted to. Like, I don't know, stuff like that. I would definitely say, okay, yeah, it's a reason why you should be penalized because you just took that guy's, in a sense, kind of his career.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that same exact thing. Like, why should she? Okay, say for instance, if you got a full ride at Oklahoma, right? Say you got a full ride. You're there your freshman year, and you're like, I feel like going to Ohio State. Why should a person who was like to your point? Why should a person that was in line for a scholarship, right, now lose this scholarship because they know that you're a better athlete, right? Possibly, and you can possibly win them more games and bring them more money. Now, all of a sudden, you go over here and fuck that scholarship up. Over here, now I got this scholarship. Now this kid got to walk on.
Now, and again, that's the situation that I feel like, okay, yeah, you should definitely have some kind of, you shouldn't be able to do that so easily because you just disrupted, in a sense, somebody's career. But yeah, so I'm not, like I said, I don't want to like I didn't say you guys were wrong or whatever, but or you were wrong, but I just had some pushback because I'm like, man, I don't think that's necessarily right. But it's tough.
I'm for the kids.
I think the whole system is broken. It needs to be fixed.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, what's the alternative? Do we go back to how it was before, or I mean, it's tough,
no,
bro. It's tough.
You go back and you fix the original problem. You get rid of NIL, and then you bring what the main argument was. The whole reason we got here in the first place was that these kids weren't given a profit of what the schools, none of what the schools were making, and you bring in profit sharing. And that way you can still control it, and you can still have them be amateur athletes, and they're being paid as a team, as a whole, off of what they generate. And then if you want to collect your own earnings off of your image and likeness as an individual, that's when you become a damn professional. But they should go back, because that's $7.8 billion for the one part, and then that $1.3 billion for the other part they just did right there says that the money is available for them to revenue share. And you do it that way, and then that takes care of everything. The schools still get their money, the kids get their money, and it's equally dispersed. And if you want to go make money off of your individuality, that's when you become a pro, and you're welcome to do it how you want to do it, but you keep all the BS out of it, and these outsiders out of it, and all these other people that's just trying to pull kids away for whatever nefarious reasons, or lying to kids to get them on campus, like they did the one kid that went to Florida, and then he had to transfer to Arizona State because they promised him $13 million. He signed, and they ain't deliver on the deal.
Ooh. All this shit is a scam. Every fucking thing is a scam nowadays. You can't trust nothing.
Nothing.
Man, they promised you 13 million. Man, I'd have been out too.
Yeah.
Right. But who did he think he was, though? Was he up there
It
like
don't
Marvin
It
Harrison?
don't matter.
Delusional?
He probably wasn't, but
asking.
the school would joke for doing that though. Still though, like, come on, man.
No, it wasn't the school because the schools technically aren't allowed to.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Yeah.
but they were saying it was the NIL deal person saying 13 million. Yeah, all right. Yeah, he was tripping though, because like CJ Stroud the one getting that 13 mil. He definitely was tripping.
Yeah. So I mean, that's my take on it. And then anybody got any else they want to add to before Big Chicken takes us to the next part of news? We mixed news and the college football thing together. And I don't think I put it on there, Big Chicken. So we can go to the Clemson one if you want.
Well, to talk about it, you got to talk about how Clemson is suing the ACC.
It don't even matter. Like,
what is exactly they suing? Like,
same thing, Florida State. They're trying to get out the contract and says that it's the way it's set up and everything is a joke. And
they knew that when they signed it, though, right?
To a degree, yes. And then there's parts of it that shouldn't legally be held up. Like they're saying, basically, Florida State's argument is that our president signed a deal, but if our board of regents doesn't sign it, and it's law in the state of Florida, if the board of regents doesn't all sign off on it, then it's null and void because they all have to agree to a deal too, and they never did. Clemson is saying that you can't by your own choice turn around and say to a school in the ACC, we don't want you no more, and then vote them out and keep their rights. But then tell a team, you can't leave either. If you do, we get to keep your rights. You can't have your cake and eat it too, is what Clemson is suing, and they caught them up. They caught the ACC in kind of I don't know, the way they're putting it. I just say it this much. ESPN is looking more favorably on Clemson wanting to leave than they did when Florida State put in the leave. They was looking at us like we was some sorry, salty dogs, like, and just sitting there throwing a hissy fit because we wanted to leave. But now Clemson is doing it. ESPN is like, oh, well, Clemson's got the ACC.
I mean, they did win a couple championships. I mean, I'm just saying, Florida State hasn't done that, so no offense.
Also, to your
got
point,
one 10 years ago.
To extend your point, Clemson actually made the ACC legitimate.
Right.
And that's a fact because that conference was a joke for years.
Yeah.
No.
If anything, Clemson, they would go to the Big Ten. They definitely not going SEC.
Y'all act like ACC. We carry ACC, and then when we started to slide, that's when Clemson stepped up. Y'all act like it was just.
I'm gonna give you the Jameis Winston shit. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you his crab leg stealing ass. I'm gonna give you that. But name one fucking team that can consistently whoop Alabama ass like that. How they was whooping Alabama ass for like 3 or 4 years straight. Like we was saying, okay, Clemson gonna win next year. You ain't seen no team like that ever, bro, from that conference ever.
When you talk about Florida State played for in the 90s, played for a national championship like almost every
man,
year.
Nobody care about the 90s.
Right, that's like we talk about the
Dallas. Talking about now, though, man.
We still
can't say ever
2000.
But you can't say ever and then
I'm talking
put it
about
on
since,
the
I'm talking
time
about the
frame.
Nick Saban. I'm since the Nick Saban era, since the modern era. The only team that really can fuck with Alabama like that.
Man, people care about now, right now, man. People care about the last couple of years. Nobody care about the 90s. Come on, man. 2000.
Bro, what I'm sitting saying is forget that. Even in the 2000s, Florida State was still a competitive.
They was, but what we saying right now in the last couple of years, man, nobody care about that, man.
Listen,
like,
Clemson
people not patient no more, man.
Do you realize that? Do you realize that Clemson in the past 5 years has put themselves on the level of Ohio State? That is really saying something, bro. That is really fucking saying something. At worst, Clemson right now is only like the fourth best team in college right now.
And did you know? Okay, how about did you know?
They're the fourth or fifth best program in college.
They run is over though. Like they're not gonna win another title under Dabo Sweeney.
I don't know because listen, people want to go there. Kids want to go there.
Nah, Clemson, they're going down fast. Like
Yeah,
right
because he
now,
refuses.
It's
He
the
refuses
NIL
to take
era
part
now.
of
So
NIL. Yeah.
the
Clemson,
NIL is
they hit
different.
down. They hit down, but Clemson was that school.
Yeah, they what? Listen, just 3 years ago, they was the shit, bro. Let's not act like they wasn't. I can
I feel
still
like they
smell it
got
right now.
lucky. They got lucky with 2 generational quarterbacks.
I feel like they
Maybe.
took over at the right time when Florida State was on a downward trajectory, and the rest of, I'm not gonna lie, the rest of the ACC sucked ball.
The whole state of Florida sucked.
You give it. Listen, you
Somebody
give it
has to
Florida
know that.
State.
Miami was
Listen,
down.
you
Their
give
high
Florida
school
State way
teams
too
was
much
cold,
credit.
but them college teams was trash lately.
You give Florida State
I mean-
way too much credit, bro.
Bro,
I mean, let's be real. Let's be real.
To you.
No Clemson team was better than that 2013 Florida State team.
Are you sure?
yeah,
I'm
we
positive.
sure. And then we made it to the playoffs in the first year of the introduction of the playoffs.
But Clemson had about a 3-year run, 3 to 4 year run.
It's just silly.
Okay,
Motherfucker,
I'm fine.
Deshaun Watson was better.
Forget about-
Deshaun Watson was on 2 teams better than that Florida State team.
You
You
crazy.
tripping. That,
You crazy.
go back and look at the names on that 2013 Florida State team
All
and
right,
see
only-
what they were doing. That
I'm not
team
going
was
back.
loaded.
only person I can remember from that team is Jameis Winston.
It wasn't Heisman. That team was loaded.
You remember Dalvin Cook?
You got a point.
You remember old boy that played for the Bills? Serrano, the receiver they had, he balled out like 1 year, then started acting a fool.
Calvin Benjamin.
Yeah,
Benjamin.
Yeah, they had a squad for sure.
Oh, old boy, the defensive end for Panthers. I can't think of his name. Right off the top of my head.
Burns.
Brian Burns. Bro,
Look at the secondary was crazy. Like,
secondary.
Jalen
Yep.
was the Derwin James on there? Like,
Derwin
was
James.
Derwin James on that
There you
team
go.
or Ramsey?
think it was
We had
Ramsey.
Derwin
Ramsey.
James.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Both, man. Yeah, they was loaded.
Good team. Like,
Reggie, don't let that recency biasness get you, man. That's a terrible disease.
Dang,
I got-
man, what happened though, man? They was
Got a
loaded,
cure for that.
man.
It's called Manny. Show the
So listen,
stats.
it's a lot of it's a lot of players from them Clemson teams that's in the NFL right now. We know that. I don't even have to start with the name, bro.
You right.
A whole lot.
All right.
Quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, at every fucking position. Start.
All right. Let's keep it college with this one in the news still, Big Chicken.
In the news.
If we want to keep going with that, we got to talk about basketball with the big March Madness going on. How's everybody feeling about it?
Terrible. I'd rather watch the girls. That's more interesting in my opinion.
Girls gonna be fire, man. But I mean, it's a toss up, really, man. This year.
I'm excited,
I'm excited.
especially for the girls.
Man, it was crazy though. The girls' side too, though. Our side is crazy though.
Yeah, they
man.
got
That whole
Iowa
side
and
is
LSU
crazy.
on the same side.
Not just them two. Though. I don't even know why they did it. I don't know why they do that side like that, man.
Trying to see
I'm
them
trying
go
to think.
back
Is Texas on that side too? Man, it's Iowa, LSU. I'm trying to think who else.
Man, can't nobody read that.
There's like 4 or 5 teams on that side, man. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a struggle for LSU and Iowa.
I
That's
hear
how
y'all,
I
but
love
the boys got some heat, man. Like, look how many top 10 teams lost this year. Like, it was like every week, 2 or 3 top 10 teams was getting upset.
Yo, yeah, man's gonna be. That's what I said. Man's gonna be a toss up, which is good though, cause like, yeah, you right. Look how Houston got blew out in the championship, man. Like they got, man, Purdue lost, like, so it's definitely gonna be a toss up. Man,
I mean, Duke ain't gonna win, but everybody else got a shot.
Duke
I
got
don't
a
really
shot
give
too.
too much credit to those
Durant picked
conference
Duke, so they ain't
championship
gonna
games
win.
because y'all got to realize when they be playing them conference championship games, they be dead motherfucking tired. They play like
Yeah, they don't
every
be
day.
caring. I understand it. Yeah, I mean, especially if you won your conference, man.
Hell yeah!
Like,
If you
what is?
if you
I don't know.
22
We're
and 7,
thinking
it don't matter.
yeah. They take that winning it outright, then trying to play in your tournament and win it. That's tough, though, man.
Hell yeah!
I mean-
You're better off just taking a couple nights off and waiting until
Unless
the
you
real
that, I mean,
tournament
unless you know what I'm saying, you that much better than everybody, and sometimes you have it where your squad just loaded, like the Kentucky teams and all that. but it's still hard to win that tournament plus win it outright, man. Like it's hard.
Unless your conference sorry as shit, which
Yeah,
is
unless
not
it's
really
terrible,
possible
terrible.
nowadays. So,
Are we in the era where I hate to say it, but we grew up, we kind of came up with watching, especially with basketball, there was the blue bloods and then there was everybody else, and then every now and then we get a Cinderella team. And now it was so disproportionate where the talent just kept going. And now the men's basketball maybe have become better overall from a basketball standpoint as far as competitiveness and everybody having a shot. But I think we enjoyed them consistent dominant teams so much that when it's changed over, we're sitting there looking like, what the hell is this? There's no, yeah. We feel like
people don't know nobody. You don't know the stars.
That's true too.
do you know what really is wrong with college basketball? I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with it, and this is why you can't fix it. It's going to keep going down more and more and more. It's never going to be as popular as it is. See, look, the difference between college basketball and college football is always going to reign supreme. Okay, this is why. When you play football, you have to go to college to get to the pros. You have to. There's no other country in the world that plays football like us. And the countries that do, the sport is some bullshit. Don't nobody care nothing about American football except for Americans. So you have no choice but go to college. That's why college football is so big. Basketball is not like that. You don't have to go to college no more. Most times, the best players that are coming in the draft do not go to college at all. Either they come from another country, or they go overseas, or they play AAU, or they at best one and done.
G League now they got the G
League now. It's different avenues. These kids is not about to sit here and deal with the shit we talking about the NIL shit. If you good enough, you don't have to deal with that.
I think if they made him go for 2 years, you would see a better product in college and in the NBA.
I mean, listen, but if you do that, the kid that played for the Spurs, that can't happen.
Yo, do you know that men have to go? I think it's 2 or 3 years they in college before they can go to the WNBA.
That can happen with the dude from the Spurs because cross seed the rules is different, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. There's different avenues. There's different avenues. You don't have to go to fucking college. The best players in the world do not go to American colleges, and that's all to it.
But can you imagine how popular if Zion would have been forced to stay for 2 years? He could have single-handedly brought college basketball ratings to
still been getting hurt all the time.
But again, I'm for the players.
But they had a whole Zion camera.
I don't like the restrictions. Oh, you got to do this. You got to do that. You got to play for this. It's good old boy rules. Fuck that.
Agreed, but
and that's the problem with college basketball. So you can't fix that.
Can we really think about it? Even when Kentucky was loaded all these years, you're right, man. Them cats had to, play their role. Like they really couldn't really do much, man. Like they, they had to go in there, pass average 5, average 6. Even though we know they was dope, man, they really couldn't do nothing because you're right. But
I mean, they follow that. That's unfair argument because they do. There's plenty of guys that complain about that in the NBA. Like that, I can ball and can score 20, but that's not my role, and that's not what they.
I'm saying all the players we talking about that was at Kentucky, even at one time, they all balling for their teams though. So I mean, if you ain't talking about nobody that was considered a star going to Kentucky or something like that, or Duke, you probably talking about some players that was good, but who would somewhere was a star in college?
Michael Gilchrist, he played the same role at Kentucky. They wanted him to be more of a defender and more of a thing, but he still got all that early lotto pick hype. Like it's just that's what they do. Like
you always be hype.
Yeah, I say mostly all the players that go to Kentucky for the 1 year and come to the NBA, they was ready beforehand.
Most of them is like that.
Oh yeah.
The coach ain't doing nothing but giving them a showcase.
And they just growing a little bit bigger. Why don't we critique them motherfuckers from overseas like that? Why don't we say, oh, Luka needed to go to college? We automatically say, oh, no, they go over there and they get all these fucking ball skills and they come over here more prepared than NBA players. Get the fuck out of here. They can't watch nobody over here. Except for Giannis.
See, we can't watch them neither, evidently.
That's because the rules has changed. It's made for them now.
That's a good point.
In the 90s, they couldn't. Now, in the 90s, they ass couldn't compete. Think about the skill set that Tony Kukoc had. Now, shoot your fucking lights out. Think about it. And he was like weak then, compared to
right.
certain players.
Yeah. If they'd have given him the green light, man, he probably would have been. Yeah, he'd have been doing everything. He'd have been having his way, probably.
I don't know, because a lot of them calls would have been fouls nowadays too. So it's different. You know what I'm saying? The rules is different.
No, good point.
What we got next, Big Chicken?
Next up, we're going into the NFL, and we're going to talk about the new Netflix series, The Receiver.
I don't know nothing about it.
Me neither. Never heard of it.
Justin Jefferson.
It has
Is
Justin
it a
Jefferson,
Is
Devontae
it a preview?
Adams, George Kittle, Debo Samuel, and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What
It's
is
gonna be
it supposed
something.
to be
It's
about?
gonna be something like
Like the
when they had quarterbacks with Kirk Cousins in them.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Yeah.
But I thought George Kittle was a tight end.
He is. I don't know why he got
Receives
him
the
on
ball.
Yeah, I
He's not a
guess.
wide receiver, but he does receive the ball.
Man,
I mean, but you can be a fullback out the backfield and receive the ball.
yeah,
That's not a prerequisite.
yeah, man. I only wanted to see if Travis Kelce was gonna be on there because I wanted to.
It wouldn't be
see
the
him
receiver;
through.
it'd be the tight end and receivers.
I don't care. We get to see her, and we ain't gonna say her name.
Nobody want to see her.
We get to see her flat booty.
I know one thing about them. They definitely gonna be about bare minimum right now, about 12-5 next season.
And hold on, wasn't Debo Samuel's a running back? I'm protesting this movie, whatever
No,
this
he a
shit is.
receiver.
This some bullshit.
Hey, he a receiver, but they running backs kept getting hurt and suck so
He
bad.
a receiver to run hard like a running back. That's all.
He hard as fuck to tackle in the open field.
I was being facetious, y'all. I wasn't serious when I said I was.
I ain't gonna lie. When I see Debo, it make me wish Percy could have played in this era.
He's under too much.
Man.
Right.
I wish
Randy
Randy Moss can have a do over, man. I mean,
I personally think that Percy Harvins was a little bit more explosive than Debo Sanders, but he was a little bit skinnier than him. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Percy was a big dude. He was short, but like
his
look at
legs.
some pictures. Go look at some pictures of Percy. He was put together.
I'm gonna have to relook at that because to me he looks as if he's skinny and he's just shifty. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
tell y'all.
I mean, Warren Dutt wasn't big.
Well, of course.
It was really hitting. He was out there when it was hitting you hard as heck.
You didn't really run Warwick Dunn every play though.
Man, they ran him enough.
Not be Jackson. Who was that?
Warwick Dunn and Mike Allstott was an ill back.
That's Percy.
Yeah, they ran him a lot, man, and that was back when they was hitting hard as heck.
Those guys.
That was back before. That's back before they thought of that. Really, the idea to have the two running back system like how they do now. Now it's common. Back then, it really wasn't. Like that.
What do you mean? They always had two running backs. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about most. You know how most teams now have two solid running backs now. You kind of need that now.
That's what it was back then, really.
I feel like Tampa Bay was.
Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying. Like
it always been like that. From the
I ain't never seen nobody
figure from the Marcus Allen and Bo Jacksons.
Marcus Allen and Bo Jackson. That was a little bit different. I think they were playing Marcus Allen at that point. Well, I know.
Yeah, I mean, you even look at the Browns, man. We had like Eric Metcalf and Kevin Mack in the same backfield. This wasn't no joking around here. You know what I'm saying?
I get what Reggie's saying though. Reggie was saying he's saying like it was like a third down back. Like you might have your smaller, like your Mike Allstott, then like your Warwick Dunn. Your TJ Duckett, then the Warwick Dunn.
But these are still beast running backs. These are tandems. What are you talking about? Like,
but it wasn't
as a common thing. Like, okay, you got Emmitt Smith
everything
and nobody. You got Barry Sanders and nobody.
Man, that's not the same. That's not.
I mean, how many running back tandems?
What y'all saying? What y'all saying is this: that I give.
Is it a lot now? You saying it's a lot now?
It's a lot now. It's
a lot more now.
More. We haven't. Yeah, like it wasn't the norm. And Mike Allstott was the fullback, and Warwick Dunn was a tailback, and they just would run Mike Allstott like a tailback a lot of times. And Kevin Mack was /tailback /fullback because Eric Metcalf was
a wide
more
receiver too.
more
But
receiver.
but remember what I said before. Though it's gonna have to be like that because talent is just too much. Talent is way better all around. So you gonna even when I was talking about what the Steelers just did, I was talking about like even though like with Russell Wilson and having Fields, like I'm telling you, it's gonna be to the point where you're gonna have to have two decent quarterbacks instead of getting those second, third string cats to be tagging along for 10 years and all that. You're gonna need that because people getting like even though people are bigger and stronger now, they getting hurt easier now at the end of the day. Because that like they don't tell you like the stuff they doing at a young age, working out and all the stuff they doing, that's really not helping them out. We thinking it's helping them out, but it's not. You putting so much on your body at a young age. You got your kids lifting and doing all this stuff at 11 years old and 12 years old, doing all these drills and all that. And that's why they getting hurt easier too, though, even though they bigger. So now people gonna stay getting hurt now easier, even though they coming back from it. So you're gonna need better talent. You're gonna need way more, like you're gonna need two number ones. It's gonna get to the point where you're gonna need two number one receivers, two number two, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna need that. And you're gonna be able to have
what cost? At what cost?
I mean, only cost is you because they don't want to pay really, but I'm saying it's enough talent to have that though. You just
Look at the playoffs last year. Look how many backup
it's a money
quarterbacks
thing.
was in the
That's all
playoffs.
it is.
Yeah, definitely a money thing.
What I'm saying is it's enough talent, really. Like it's so many players. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't enough teams right now because they're not adding teams. Like they'd have been adding more NFL teams, so more players to get in, it'd have been different. But it's a money thing. But it's enough talent. Let's be honest. Like it's so many nice receivers even coming out this year.
I agree with you partially. I don't think it's enough talent at every position.
No, it's not. Probably what linemen, all that stuff though. But
I think it's not a lot of elite quarterbacks.
Not a lot of elite. What I'm saying is you're gonna need decent quarterbacks though to back instead of having these quarterbacks where people worry for that. Like when because people don't be wanting a quarterback like when before Cam even was done, he probably wasn't done, but they made him be done because they ain't want no controversy with like if a quarterback mess up. That's you know what I'm saying. So it's gonna be to the point where that ain't gonna even matter no more though.
That's why we got rid of Flacco.
And it's gonna be to the point where so what? Because you know what I'm saying. Like now it's like. Teams be like when that quarterback go out, like look what the Jets, what happened with Rodgers, you know what I'm saying? Where they had a chance to get they had a chance to get a decent quarterback behind him, but they ain't want Rodgers to be mad. But if you're paying these cats all this money, I don't understand how can cats get mad if they even draft somebody. You getting paid millions of dollars. It's stupid.
Not only that,
because
he's
it's a job,
how
man.
long do he think he can go?
But you still get your money though. If you somebody who got over the $100 million, you got a lot. I'm pretty sure you got a nice guarantee money already. So if it's your job, but it's their job to make your team better than the day. So if they draft somebody, I'm saying that situation. That situation or any situation though, it's like
I don't believe it's on the players to take less money.
No, tell them to take less money. What I'm saying is you can't get mad when they get another player like the quarterback at the end of the day. Because if you better, you're gonna play over him at the end of the day. You don't.
Right.
And to the point where, like I said, if talent ain't that good no more, then you got no worries at the end of the day. But if you getting money already, it shouldn't matter.
Agreed.
Getting money already, yeah. I might be mad if they get another running back, but if I'm getting my money already, I still gotta go out there because now, like, let's be honest with you, it's so much money now. Cats ain't giving it they all no more in these sports. That's just like even with the NBA players sitting out and everything else. Cats, like, you know what I'm saying, them cats gave it they all because they weren't getting paid like that back then. Which it ain't it ain't nobody's fault this generation, but still they not like people like LeBron. That's why you gotta give him props because he still go hard because he love the game. Some of these people really don't love the game. They just it's a business thing and they good at it. Like, you know how many people good at sports though, but really don't love the sport though, but they just good at it. And you can see that nowadays.
Jokic says that he don't really care.
Some people just good at it. They don't love it, which is cool. That ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's coming to the point where it's all business now. I'm good, so I'm gonna just get how much money I can. So you can't get mad when they draft somebody.
You got to be like that because everybody. Listen, the moment that you forget that it's all about the money.
No, you should be like that. But I'm saying but you also got to go hard for your position too, because like you said, it's to the point where you're gonna need a lot of talent on your teams. And the only thing stopping it now is, like you said, because it's a cap on everything.
Are we talking about taking less money, or are we talking about restructuring contract? Because it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, like what Patrick Mahomes gonna be doing. Yeah,
everybody used to say that Tom Brady would take less money for them to sign Patriots, but that's not what he did. What he did was he just restructured his deal. So for whatever season that they needed him to, he took less money, but he got that made up on the back end. It's guaranteed money. So
right.
But I do agree because some players do what they call the hometown discount because y'all the team that drafted me. I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to offer me this kind of a deal.
Yeah, and they don't want to uproot their family. They might have set up a life.
The deal you don't take is the deal promised out, but the deal you don't take is the deal James Harden did. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't no guarantee when he for the Sixers. Like, dude promised them if he do it, them the type of deals you don't do. What Brady did, like you said, he got it on the back end, but it was still guaranteed. What James Harden did when he did it, James Harden did.
NBA is different though, bro.
No, you're right about
what I'm saying is What I'm saying is James Harden should have did it to where it was guaranteed on the back end. Though I'm saying you still can do that though. James Harden should have never took a cut like that.
You're right about it, but here's what happened with James Harden that made that situation unique. Them two were tied to each other, and it came down to a choice for I can't think of the GM's name. Daryl Morey. And the Philadelphia basically put him to a choice like either you or him. And they didn't want to keep James like that because he wasn't worth it. And Daryl Morey wanted to keep his word because him and James Harden had that. That's why James Harden reacted the way that he reacted, because he really trusted Daryl Morey. And they had that thing, but Daryl Morey had to go, is either me or you, James? And Daryl Morey picked himself, which any of us would have did. But that's the only reason why James ever agreed to that situation is because he truly trusted.
He had to, right? You had to trust somebody to do that.
Yeah.
I guess getting Doc Rivers fired wasn't the best thing, was it, James? Motherfucker.
Big Chicken, you want to go with the let's go to the next one.
We got two more things. One more with football being that hip drop tackles are considered being banned. They had a meeting today, and it was one of the things being considered.
I was about to say, what the hell are you talking about, man?
Where this tackle is considered being banned.
Oh, because of the ankle.
Yep.
It's like
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to stop that though. It's gonna be hard for players to tackle like that.
It's bull crap, but it's an offensive league. It's a points league. Like, they don't care about us.
Man,
we gonna watch football. Like, we gonna watch football regardless, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, the NFL don't care about us. They care about the people who don't watch football that just want to see points.
If the regular season and playoff turn,
no, go ahead, Tron.
If it turns into like the Pro Bowl type of action, man, nobody ain't gonna keep watching it.
No,
that's what it's gonna turn to.
That tackle is more of the offensive player's fault. For real.
See, I was thinking about that too, but I just want to. I want to say that I don't know. I think it's a money thing. You know, I think it's the fact that NFL players are now guaranteed more money, right? So if Tony Pollard gets hurt, he still got maybe a little bit more than half of his contract guaranteed, but he's playing less games. So I'm not seeing the return on my investment. So I need the rules to bend a little bit, because if he's less hurt, he plays more. I get the return on my investment. So I think that's kind of more what it's about. But I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Man. Listen, bro, I agree with you wholeheartedly. It has to be for that reason, because why else would they give a fuck? Period. But
yeah, I don't think it's the actual injury itself. I just think that it's the fact that when people get hurt, they're out and they're losing money because they're paying for guaranteed money.
In a sense, it will almost be like a insurance liability. But guess where they wrong at when they do that? You just extended the fucking season one more game. So they kind of like, contradicting themselves with that shit. You feel?
And the reason why
that's why I'm saying it's not about the actual injury. In my opinion, it's about the availability of the player.
Yeah, you don't want to pay for doing nothing.
I think I agree with you to a point, but it's like they don't care if the defensive player get hurt. It's only the offensive player.
Offense pays the bills.
No, that's not true, because you can't chop block anymore. Remember that? You can't
cut
block
to fight for that.
Regardless, man, I'm giving you facts.
I mean, I give you that. I'm just saying, like, they don't care about defenders, man. I give you that, but they just don't care. They don't care about defense,
They
man.
do care about defense. They just don't care much about defense.
Y'all both got a point.
Y'all both
I mean,
got
they're
a
like,
Hey, if they gonna keep paying the defensive players that much money though for flag football, hey, I'm cool with it then. But
yeah.
Remember,
man, they
hold on, which defensive lineman said it?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What defensive lineman he got hurt because like he was trying not to put his body weight on the quarterback so he wouldn't get a personal foul.
Who was that? And it came down awkward. I forgot who that was. He went to go do a sack and he got hurt trying not to fall on the quarterback. I forgot who that was.
And that's what made me think about it.
To DJ, but honestly, I think the bigger issue is the fake slide that they be doing. And I think Joe Burrow got away with doing that before he got hurt. And that kid from Pitt, Kenny Pickett, did it in that championship game when he was coming out. So that I think that's an issue too, man. Like, because again, you could do that, and the DB, of course, he's gonna stop and be like,
they gonna stop it.
So
they should change the slide rule too. Then,
yeah,
I mean, like once you come out the backfield and advance the ball, like scrambling, you fair game.
Can a running back slide?
Nope. So why can a quarterback?
Wait.
Exactly.
Can a receiver slide?
Nope.
Well, no what? I actually think they can.
Hold on,
I don't think they ever did it.
Let me ask
anybody can slide. It's giving yourself.
Yeah, I think they can actually.
Any position on the field that can carry the rock can slide.
Yeah,
right?
I just thought about that.
So but it's just the quarterback do it more because of course we don't want. I'm just gonna say we, but the investment they don't want them to get hurt. So they're like, hey, fucking slide so you don't get hurt. So it's got to be in there in some kind of way that this $80 million person ain't gonna get his head tore off. I agree with the slide rule. It's just a simple fact when you have that fake slide, that's the fucking problem. I'm telling y'all. I mean, and this actually happens more than you think. If you actually, Justin Fields kind of do it sometimes. Lamar Jackson do it sometimes.
That head fake, they do.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he be like, what the fuck? Like, that's not legal. But I mean, it happened in real time. It happened so fast that you just.
But listen, with Lamar Jackson, you'll never be able to prove it. You'll never be able to prove that with him.
Right,
because he's lightning fast.
Yeah, and if he does slide and you hit him, it's a wrap.
But he also get hit a lot though for
But hold up, wait, Reggie, and I'm not trying to like take over a lot, but I thought somebody would say something like that. Do you know that even though those penalties aren't called on the field, those
they go back and go back and view tape.
Yep, and those players get fined hundreds of thousands of dollars after the fact. So yeah, they get penalized for that. So that hit that you didn't get a flag on, you're gonna get a thing in the mail saying, "Hey, we taking 15,000, we taking 20,000, we taking 30,000."
They should publicize those more.
Yeah, good point. But
because I was completely.
It does happen. They get penalized for that. Like I think Ish got penalized for something he did, man. Like so, it just happens, yo. But you don't get the flag for it, but you get you got to pay.
Brett Favre probably started that shit.
All right, Big Chicken, what we got next?
We got a big baseball one that just came out a couple hours ago of Shohei Ohtani's interpreter actually being fired because he embezzled, like he took millions of his contract and was putting it on betting and never won any, and even had transactions of 500,000 coming from Ohtani's account.
Never won
and would just lose.
That's crazy.
Was he betting on Dodger games?
So wait a minute.
No, that's one thing. He said he never bet on baseball games, but every other sport.
Okay. And they never win. How you never win?
I understand that Ohtani don't know English. I understand that he don't know English, but he can't count either. Why the fuck?
But no, he was giving the guy millions, like millions, but then he started taking millions.
Why did you have access to my account? Like I'm saying, you can't count in English either.
Man, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't check when they getting so much money. Man, people just really starting to do it. Like in the last couple of years, honestly, you hear about a lot of celebrities who say they got their money took, by accountants and all that. Like people you trust, though. You trust them, man.
Look what you just said. Look what you just said. A lot of people get their money took from their accountant. That motherfucker a translator. He just know two Englishes. He just know two languages. That's it. That motherfucker should have no access.
No, hold on. Wait, Reggie.
This ain't his accountant in that. What's this dude to?
Translator.
Interpreter.
Hold on, wait. This I don't know because do y'all watch the Dodgers?
Nah.
I should say the Dodgers. The
I watched
Angels.
them today. Hey, I watched them today at work. They was on.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm talking about the Angels before he was with the Dodgers. The Angels when Shohei Ohtani got picked up by the Angels.
I tried, but it was bad.
If this is the same interpreter that was with him during that journey from okay, if this is the same guy, this is somebody that he trusts, like actual friend. Like this dude is with him everywhere they go, 162 fucking games a year with this guy. Like he even do interviews sometimes where he'll say talk to my interpreter because I don't want to say it because I can speak English, but sometimes I say the wrong thing. And then it's like he like I was about to say something like a nasty metaphor, but y'all know what I'm saying.
What is he? What is he betting for? Like, why is he betting with millions? But you should have been putting that to the side. We bet because we don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get to that. This dude is a joke, man.
For him to lose like he's lost, it became he probably got addicted, and then he justified it by saying maybe this one bet it helped me replace what
That's
I
what it was. Man.
So a real quick thing, so I don't speak wrong. So apparently before he said Ohtani, he tried to pay it off. But then on Wednesday afternoon, he said Ohtani did not know at all of my gambling debts. So he was taking it from Ohtani's account without him knowing. Shit. I was wrong.
That's messed up.
He going to jail.
Where he belongs.
Man, he probably was taking it out the English part of it.
I just don't understand. I don't understand.
He had to, man.
I don't understand.
He had to, man.
Why do people that's like in
their 70s that was actually an underrated joke.
Why do people like in their 70s and 80s gamble, and why do people that already have their hands on M's
gamble? But I said, it wasn't no point in him. He should have been. I was cool if he was stealing it for himself, dude. Stole it, and now he got to be broke. He got to be in the negative, man.
The interpreter was making between $300K to $500K annually.
Just to go tell somebody word.
Just to talk.
And I'm telling, like he just, I'm sad to hear that.
That bubble in the bag was a person.
I kind of thought he was on drugs, but that's another story. Because every time you see him, his eyes would be red and glossy, and I just thought he was just.
But it could have been like you said though. He might have lost money, and he was just trying to. He was chasing. He was trying to.
Yeah.
Catch back up.
But when you get the money like that, go open up a restaurant or something, man. What the heck?
It's easy for us to say that, but.
Listen, you can have so much memorabilia from him, and you can just
keep
off you ride around him all day long.
What I'm saying is, you get that. I mean, if people get paid like that, they not gonna gamble like that. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly,
that's what I'm saying. Why is you gambling? Listen, he eats everything for free. He flies everywhere for free. Like it's
Floyd gamble.
What is the?
It's a thrill. It's a thrill, though. I mean, look how much Floyd gambles.
I'm saying, Floyd, Floyd got so much money. He don't got the money to waste, though.
Listen,
I'm just saying, though, people.
Listen, every groupie that come to him, he got to tell them what he wants. So he's the middleman between him fucking bitches. You know how good that gotta be?
Right. He can be lying all day saying he get his brother anything, man. He gonna be getting the babes and everything.
You don't even gotta do that bullshit. You don't gotta do nothing. Nothing.
I mean, bro.
Yo. We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Man, that dude made me mad, man. He could have been. Oh my God.
Let's go, Big Chicken. What we got next?
Let's move into NBA before we go into preseason.
And he looked guilty too.
Yeah, he did. Look how white he is. Look at him.
To start off with the NBA talks, we got to talk about Kyrie Irving hitting a buzzer beater.
Man, that was crazy.
Did y'all see that? Oh, there it is.
The Kyrie, that was nuts.
Hey, you know I saw that live.
I'd have blocked that.
I bet you would have.
Theron's out there. He's stopping that whole thing from happening.
I'm blocking that, man.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I mean, he would have ripped him.
You was watching the game?
Yeah, I got Bally's.
How he did that, man, dude, and that's who that was in Jokic, man. That was Jokic too. That's Jokic on me.
When people say Jokic don't got no defense, that is the definition, right?
Ron, let me share something.
I mean, that was a good shot.
Yeah, it was nothing Jokic to do on that one.
Yeah, he had his hand in his face.
I'm not taking nothing away from Kyrie's shot. I'm not. But two things: for Kyrie being bold enough to try that on somebody that tall, and for him not even
being sorry though.
Man, listen.
But that wasn't bad defense.
Like, okay, can I just say this real quick?
For him, it wasn't.
Okay, so I was watching this when it happened, right? Jamal Murray had a chance to pretty much seal the game. but he took off to I don't know if he forgot what the clock was or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Left way too much time on the clock. All of a sudden, this situation happens. But I'm serious. When Kyrie put the ball up, I thought it got blocked because he put it up so fast.
What I said, look at it. It looked like it's gonna get blocked. Oh my goodness.
I'm serious. In real time, he put that shit up so fucking fast, it looked like it got blocked. So I'm like, oh damn, he done fucked up. Oh shit, it went in.
Not 1 inch off the fucking.
I don't know how he ain't blocked that, man. He's all in his
hand. That was a non-shooting hand.
He did not try hard enough. Listen, look how high he jumped off the ground, and why is you not touching him? Listen, I would have been all on him because they would not have called that foul. You know they wouldn't have.
Yeah, but Reg, I'm gonna just say this, and I could be wrong, but I really think Kyrie jumped up so fast that Joker just reacted like he probably didn't even oh shit, just. I mean, that nigga was fast. I'm trying to tell you,
coming from the left, he wasn't expecting that.
He was already up.
Look how fast Kyrie got up. And again, that's why I thought he blocked it, because the way the camera looked, the Joker seemed like he was over him. But if you actually look at it, no, Kyrie was gone. It was crazy.
Hey, Reg, you talking to somebody who know D, man. I was the 7th man of the year at Rand defense, a player in the city. 7th man defense in the city. I know defense.
Do you think he would have really made that? Say that if that was like Anthony Davis or something. Do you think he would have still made that same shot? He did that same thing.
Man, that was good D. It's better offense. That's all that is.
I don't think
the defense was bad, man. What else could the defense do? What else can you do there?
Hold on, wait. Look, you see how far away he is from him?
Touching.
That's because Kyrie went up
high, man.
Yeah, he went up.
You saying foul him?
Huh?
You saying foul him? Touch him, foul him.
Listen, they're not going to call it DJ in that circumstance. They're not going to give him that foul against him going up with your left hand or the buzzer beater. They're not calling that.
No, you're not expecting Kyrie to do that shot. First of all, you're not expecting.
I don't think so either.
That's his
non-shooting. You're gonna let somebody have that shot anyway. You're gonna be like, go ahead and shoot that.
Yeah, because you
Kyrie.
Somebody you know shoot with their right. He don't shoot with his left hand.
Yeah, I thought the
was all right,
up for
layups.
I think it's okay
jumpers
for
with his
him,
left hand.
but I don't think he tried hard enough because I think both his feet is still on the ground, and I think he can't jump 3 inches off the motherfucker.
With his right hand, because he's a right hand. Is Kyrie left or right?
That's great D, man.
Let's look at his feet.
He off the ground.
That's blocked.
You know what? I take it back because it looks like Kyrie is pushing off his arm. Look at it. He's pushing his arm away. Look at it.
Great D.
Yeah, I take it back.
Y'all tripping, man.
Look, he's pushing Jokic's arm off.
Nah, he has no hand on that.
Yes, he do. He's touching Jokic's arm. He's pushing it like that with the other hand. That makes it even more remarkable, actually. Look.
It's after he got the shot off
under him.
That's after he got the shot off, though. Really,
that excited me about Kyrie again. I ain't gonna lie, man. He was off my radar for a while.
Back.
It reminds you of how skilled he is.
When I seen that shot, man, I was like, I can't wait till church league start.
I ain't let Jokic off the hook though, because I think if that's anybody else, that's his.
I'm averaging 47 in my church league. I can't wait.
Because we're not gonna pretend. We're not gonna pretend.
47 what minutes?
Listen, at least half
that too.
At least half that shot is luck. Let's not lie.
That's true.
No. Man, catching the NBA is skilled, man.
Yeah, but
they're really talented.
Reggie, they say he practices every shot. They say he practices every practice.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he.
I mean, it looked like it's normal the way he did it.
I mean, everything just takes a little bit of luck.
All you got to do is play basketball.
Kyrie said, "I ain't new to this. I'm true to this." All right, let's go to the next one. Big shit.
Still luck.
All right, next we got another buzzer beater with Bam Adebayo hitting one.
I ain't see this one. I heard about it.
I see this one.
You got the video?
What made me mad about this one? If they going to overtime, man, I hit my parlay, man. I'm mad.
This is only his 11th career 3-point shot. That's luck like a motherfucker.
Oh, I was so mad, man. If he don't make that, man, I go look. I ain't want to go look at him. Like, I had one player needed 1 point for Detroit, and then another player. 2 players only needed 1 basket.
The channel, Bally's.
They got Durant. I'm telling you, that's why Duke can't win championship.
It's weird
if they don't go into overtime, I hit my parlay all day easy.
He has a nice jump shot, actually, but he's a terrible 3-point shooter, and nobody ever says it. He's a terrible.
I never watched this, but I just seen that he hit it. I said, man, this blew my parlay.
Y'all familiar with a Bronx Tale?
Yeah.
When the dude that always gamble and like everything he bet goes to waste. That's Turan. Whatever Turan bet, just throw it away, man. You can't win.
You might be right because when I do other people's bets, I've been winning. But when I do my
I'm
own
telling
bet,
you, man. That's why I'm so confident Duke ain't gonna win the championship. He picked them.
Hey, Teran, bro, family do you worse than anybody, bro.
No,
he ain't lying though, man. Lately, all the ones I won on lately, one of my bets. I see somebody else stuff. I'm like, oh, let me go with that and then win. But soon I go with mine, I'm 1 off, 2 points off. I'm like, man,
it ain't ready for you. All right, Big Chicken, what we got next?
Next up,
we did
got
talk about
Duncan.
Tourney already, didn't we?
You
We
said
got
what?
Duncan Robinson becoming the fastest player in NBA history to make 1,000 3-pointers.
Whoa, really?
In just
dang, that's a shock.
343 games.
That wasn't on
Dang,
my
that's a
big
shock.
card.
No, he's
Dang.
I guess it's impressive.
lately.
That's a shocker though.
It's
But the thing
surprising
is,
for a backup to do
impressive.
that.
I was just about to.
Yeah,
Stop
to be a
stealing my
backup.
thunder.
Before
Shit.
Steph and Clay.
The thing
Man.
they're not. The thing is, the phenomenal part about it is he doesn't start. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that's what makes this like the newsworthy headline because gets this kind of stat and don't start. Like what the fuck?
That literally means that every chance he get in the motherfucking
Chucking
game, he
him.
just launching a bitch.
He just chucking him.
And they go in.
He ain't Dean, so I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, the game when he did that, man, I bet it on the next game, man. Dude had like 5 points. He blew my parlay, man. I swear on everything. I'm dead serious. Dude, he put up like 25.
Y'all see? Do y'all see
I
his
bet
face?
him to get 10
doesn't
points.
age
Dude
very
only
well.
got 3 points, man. How you go for 25 to 3 points in the next game? I was so mad.
Teran bet on them.
All he had to do was get 10 points. Hey, go to the next person, man. Take that cat picture down. You blew my parlay, man. Cat, man. He looking like he a superhero. Like how you go for 25 to 3 and you got the 3-point record.
No, but the bigger question is, why does he look like he's about 41 years old?
Wow.
He do look old as heck.
Yeah. But no, Duncan Robinson, he a beast though.
Yeah.
Next, we got to talk about another beast with Donovan Mitchell is out for another week. With the
Again.
And the Knicks wanted him, man. They should be happy with Bronson, man. This dude stay hurt lately.
They are happy with Brunson.
Only certain media people be mad, like, oh, we should have. No, you shouldn't.
Nah.
That boy Bronson the beast.
But the bigger issue, Big Chicken, man, and Brian Windhorst said this today on NBA Today, which has me a little worried, man. That plasma-rich platelet thing that he got put in his knee a couple of weeks ago didn't work. So now they got to try to do it again or do something to get his knee back to being better. So it's not about whatever happened, his nasal cavity being broken or anything like that. Right now, that knee is the issue. And Wendy kind of let the cat out the bag a bit. Like he may not be the same. And if that's the case, we're fucked.
Mitchell?
Yeah. And he didn't say it, but you could tell he kind of, and I'm like, man, if he knows something that we don't know, we need to figure something out. So Mitchell getting hit in the face like this is the best thing for him because he needs to be out because that knee is not right. And so they're gonna take a look at it. But I'm afraid, man. Oh my god,
man, he the second coming of old boy from Portland Trailblazers.
Nah, he just dropped him. Hey, he just let us know to take the under when he come back.
Brandon, what's his name? Brandon Roy.
I like Brandon Roy, man. He was nice, man.
Yeah, he just got
Brandon Roy was nice.
Yeah, listen, he used to give Kobe problems.
Yeah,
man, he gave everybody problems, man. Roy was nice.
Yeah.
We got Chicken, Big Chicken.
Well, to go next, we got to talk about the playoffs, and we got to talk about how the Celtics are the only team who have clinched the playoff berth yet.
I was like, what the hell are you talking
the
about?
Celtics are going to win the NBA Finals this year.
Make that bigger, Big Chicken.
Keep saying
if they don't, they need to think about breaking it up.
And
Reggie,
new coaches, new management, something.
Yeah.
If they win it, where they put Tatum at?
I mean, I think Tatum top 5 regardless.
Is he getting the MVP in the winter on?
Yeah, the way I don't know, but the way Brown playing though, it could be Brown or him because Brown been balling.
Yeah, yes, he has.
Hey, Brown
is still
Brown been balling.
Because I'm saying
it's still Nikola.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I was going with Tehran's answer about Boston winning the championship. Where do we place Tatum? And
Yeah,
my
if they
thing
win.
is, did he win an MVP in that championship that we're talking about now? If he does win an MVP in that championship, he's the number one player in the league, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
I put him. I think number one wing.
No, I'm saying if he does, number one player in the league. If he wins a championship and wins MVP,
The over Jokic, who got a couple of them, did the same
sorry,
thing.
Finals MVP. I should say.
Finals.
Yeah,
He's
I'm sorry, not league MVP. Finals MVP. I'm sorry. He's got to be the number one player in the league.
He is the best player on the best team in the NBA, for sure.
I think he should win the MVP, like the league MVP this year.
Yeah, they trying to play him
I
with
don't
MVP
know.
right
He
now.
can't win over Nicole or
It's
Shea.
hard to win that
No, he
first-
ain't do that good.
You know it's hard to
It
win that
is,
first
but
one. So to your point, he's gonna have to win it all this year and win Finals MVP. Then next
That's
year
what
he'll
I'm
win
saying.
Big MVP.
Yeah, he'll be.
Then
Oh
he'll
yeah,
get it.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
definitely gotta
But-
happen.
Okay, how are we going to talk about it if the Celtics don't win or don't even go to?
I mean,
the
they're not.
finals?
Then he's
not
gonna
gonna
still
win.
be where he's at right now.
It's gonna be. They gonna have to break it up, like DJ said. I think, man, because what else can you do, man? Like they gonna keep getting there and not winning it.
But
And then it's gonna be Brown. It's gonna be Brown they're gonna get rid of.
Yeah, I know. I know.
$200 million.
Yeah, I
and
know,
then
man.
this summer they're about to pay Tatum $300 million. Like that's $500 million in two people. That's great. Well, it hasn't
Yeah, I
happened.
know.
That's nuts.
It's gonna happen.
So
And
I
the
mean,
Unicorn got a nice contract too.
But you think, look how they've been beating that. The way they've been beating people this year, and you go all the way, or don't go all the way and don't win it, man. Like unless you just cool. If you cool with just doing this every year, then yeah, don't break it up.
Yeah,
because they the clear best team in the league.
They are.
Yeah,
I don't see no weakness in them. None. Except for injuries.
I mean, I see how they just played without Tatum, man. They still was though. They was clicking on all cylinders like it ain't nothing, man. It's like, and you talking about, man, they make threes like it ain't nothing, man. That whole squad, man.
By far, they're the best defensive team in the NBA. By far,
Defense and 3-point team. Shoot, defense and the 3-point team, man. I'd be like, man.
Player on their team. No.
I'll tell you this much: they got it because, well, I can't say that because he disappears in the play. Tatum. I'm gonna wait and see what they do in the playoffs because Tatum.
last year he got hurt.
Who, Tatum?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, so I got to see what he
rolled
does.
His ankle
What
he
about
rolled his
the years
ankle in Game
before?
6. Like he rolled his he couldn't do.
I think he had a good playoff that year.
He did, but he rolled his ankle in the last game.
No,
he couldn't do shit. Like I
Don't
mean,
talk about the year before when they went to the finals. I thought Tatum was pretty cool that year.
No, he kind of him and Jaylen Brown both kind of faded away in that finals.
Man, let's not talk about my second team like that.
There you go.
Second team.
Hey, man, stop jinxing people, man.
I don't
My
know.
second team, dude.
27, 23, 26, 28. I don't think that's
no.
that
And
bad.
in the 6th game, he got hurt. He couldn't. I mean, he rolled his ankle in the first quarter. What the hell he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like he's hopping on one leg trying to score points. Like, come on, man. He's. I just think that he's gonna if they're gonna crown him king, those are two.
Well,
things
Manny, go back. If you go back and look at that shoot
do that.
percentage, Manny, that shoot percentage went down.
I will say that Jason
Yeah, he's
Tatum
tired.
is the best American player in the league right now. For
No,
I know that.
Ant-Man.
Hey, Gilchrist, Alexander.
He's not American.
Ant-Man.
I don't know.
He's not
Canadian.
No,
American.
he's Canadian.
Ant-Man.
I mean, I'm all right with saying Jason Tatum.
You don't think Jason Tatum is a little bit better than Ant-Man?
Oh, what for the Timberwolves?
You don't think Jason Tatum better than him? Because I do.
I'm going with Tatum.
I think he's better than him personally. I think Tatum's better. But
Yeah, I think you got to go Tatum. That's right, though.
I
don't know. Like I would probably pick Ant-Man over him because I've seen Tatum make it to the promised land or fall short way too many times. And he's got Jaylen Brown, who arguably plays like right there on his heels. And them two, like either or, if for them two not to have gotten it done and have had that many times and stuff around
young, bro.
They was young and they lost to Steph.
26.
And they lost to Steph. Like it's not like they lost to.
This will be the year, basically.
Right.
Yeah, like if they don't get it done this year, I'm ready to crown Ant-Man and other people.
But let's forget. This ain't the coach that they wanted. You know what I'm saying? They had the man that they wanted. That's just some other stuff that happened so that franchise got set back by that. And I don't think anybody wants to admit that. Joe Mazzulla's cool, but he got out coached last year, man. Dude,
Yeah, that's true too. He did get out coached.
yeah. So
Brad Stevens, the coach.
because he
I
who
still think,
Brad
yeah,
Stevens.
I still think Philly is if Joel Embiid was healthy this year,
that was
I still feel like Joel Embiid. And you never count out Giannis. You never count out
No,
Giannis.
especially when you got Dame with him.
But look though, you didn't gave away his defensive help. You didn't gave it right to Boston. You feel me? They gonna lock somebody up. Either Dame gonna have some bad nights, or Giannis gonna have maybe one bad night, and they gonna lose that series. They gonna definitely lose it to Boston. Now, all the weaknesses that Boston had the last couple years, they don't got that no more. But what I will say about Boston, and nobody ever speaks on this, in the past 10 to 15 years, Boston has been a tremendous letdown. They've spent all kind of money getting every player they wanted, making trades, getting Kyrie, doing this, doing that, and they never came through with the chip. And they've been close.
But I think Porzingis is a big old like that's a they finally got height. Usually they got like Grant Williams who like 6'6" for real. Like
Hmm.
Porzingis is a big addition.
Shot
yeah,
blocker and 20 and 10.
and truth be told, man, this is the best basketball he's played since he's been in the league, man. Like he hasn't been balling like this, so he's ready.
Well,
Yeah,
can I
he
say
ready.
something? And I don't know what it is, but the way it's looking now, if they end up against the Heat, I still think that for some reason Pat Riley and Spoelstra gets that team ready, and Jimmy Buckets steps up, and Jimmy Buckets has no fear and goes hard at both them dudes, and they struggle with him. Jimmy
beats
Buckets
Boston?
steps up.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
I
think
don't know.
Miami beats Boston? Is that
I
what you're
think
saying?
No.
Miami doesn't beat Boston. I think Miami tires Boston out, and then they start to get wore down as they go along. By the time they make it to Milwaukee or whoever, they're a tired ass team. I think Miami shows up and makes them earn it if they do win.
Well, Miami better suit up Lil Bow Wow, and he better have them fucking shoes. Because otherwise, they going to get fucked.
No, Miami got some heat, man. Pun
No pun
intended.
I'll
intended.
never bet against Jimmy. I'll
Pun
never bet
intended.
against Jimmy.
But because I watched, they're on Bally's too, by the way. I watched some of those games, man, and I what was that Chicken? What'd you just say? Because I think I wanted to make that point too. What'd you just say?
I'll never bet against Jimmy ever.
Okay,
I mean,
so
he's a great player in the playoffs.
hold up, wait. What'd you say, Reggie? You said the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, and that's my point because I'll be watching them games, man, and he ain't the same guy. Like he turn it on when he want to.
He turned it on when he wants to.
Yeah, and when you watch those games and you see that fourth quarter coming, he don't take those shots or he defer. Especially when Kyle Lowry was on the team, always in the fourth, he would defer, and Lowry would pick up the offense. And I just don't like that, man. He becomes passive. But in the playoffs, all of a sudden, he just this different ass fucking player, and he don't. I don't say he don't pass because he does pass, but he has like these specific.
He just takes over.
Well,
But Jimmy, a true definition is just get me in the playoff. I don't care what number we in. Like he really like that. He been proving that lately. He's just get me in. Like you know how some people they try to avoid whoever. He don't care who they play. Just get me in the playoff, and you gonna see what I'm gonna do.
And the thing is, he has these specific shots on the court that he shoots, and he has like this rhythm. And once it's like playing a video game. Once he gets in that, I don't know like the spot. Y'all would know it because y'all, if I had a board, I could show you the court.
Yeah, I know it. The basketball player.
It's like these post up shots. It's like his post up and his mid range jumper.
Yeah,
I know. Both of those going, and then he starts his layups, and then he hits his threes, and then all of a sudden he gets these transition runs, and it's no stopping this Negro. I'm telling you, it's just no stop. But then you watch
all
him
downhill.
But then you watch him on a nightly basis, and he's not doing that. So it's like I don't know. It just
listen. Y'all are right, and I'm not going to dispute none of them facts. Playoff Jimmy is something fucking special.
Yeah,
but we're like, oh man, listen, we're not going to bet against Jimmy. We trust in Jimmy for what? Do he got a ring?
What you mean?
Hey, but you're talking.
He went to the finals and got hurt. He got hurt.
Yeah, you comparison him into two other people. Do they got a ring? So they fell short in the playoffs. So
this is what I can count on with Jimmy and the Miami Heat. They a different team in the playoffs. They're gonna put up a hell of a fight against anybody they play, or they're gonna beat them. But ain't no motherfucking way they're gonna win no ring this year.
Oh, I might roll with you.
Not even with Rose. Like we ain't talk about him. You know what I'm saying? He's balling right now.
But then he gonna have to play some defense. He's gonna have to play some defense, and that's where it's gonna go down. Listen, I love his offensive game. He's a fucking phenomenal scorer.
Yeah,
His two best career highlights are against Kevin Durant, by the way. But he can't play no DR like that. You know what I'm saying? He's small. Like whenever I watch him play somebody, he looks like he's about 5'5" for some reason, and I don't know.
And I can't remember who the point guard is, but I just know
is Hero gonna be back?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, they say he might be done for the year, right?
Yeah, if he done, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Listen, think about it. If they have to play Milwaukee, man, Dame is gonna light his ass up, boy.
But they gonna light their ass up back because I'm telling you that interior on Miami is tough. It's no joke, man. I mean, again, Bam out about you shooting threes and shit. Okay, great.
Bam plays Giannis hard. He plays him hard.
Yeah, right. And Giannis is not healthy. He's been hurt, y'all. Like I don't know if y'all know this, but Giannis, he ain't even playing tonight. Like he is out. Like he's like again, he's so. And I think somebody, Reggie, you may have said it, or Terrell, you may have said it like. He's somebody's one injury away from basically not even making not even being a factor in the playoffs. And I think Milwaukee's that team because they're not as deep as people think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you forget about Bobby Portis though. He's something special when he wants.
What we got next, Big Chicken?
That's a fact.
Well, that is it for the NBA news, but we got to talk about free agency. And to start it off, we got Justin Fields to the Steelers.
Great pickup.
Great pickup.
The Steelers been making moves,
Let's
crazy
go.
moves, and they gotta have all kind of money because you got to think about it. You ain't got to pay no quarterback nothing. So
I think they've been the second or third best team in the free agency behind the Jets and Baltimore.
How much Fields gonna be getting for this year?
Who's DJ's favorite team?
he got to be under a rookie contract still, right?
I'm a Cowboys.
Cowboy fan.
Yeah, he's still on the rookie contract.
Listen, their special
Pittsburgh been making moves.
running back is, their wide receiver is. If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm going for everything.
From Youngstown?
Who?
Yeah, I don't like Pittsburgh, but they making moves. I'm gonna call it fair.
Yes, I listen.
They've been having.
I'm not calling it fair.
No.
They've been winning all season.
Listen, he's telling
Hey,
me.
that Baltimore Ravens pickup was that was a good one.
With all that money
And the
that
Jets.
Pittsburgh don't have to spend.
Yeah, and the Jets.
Think about if they do spend this. Think about if they go get a cornerback and another wide receiver. Man, they can make a fucking Super Bowl run, and that's a fact because they ain't got to pay nobody this year.
Technically, out of just quarterbacks alone, they're only paying really like $4 million for both, for Russell Wilson and.
And then think about
Fields
Najee Harris. Najee Harris, rookie. That's a rookie contract, right?
Jalen Warren.
Yep.
Rookie contract, right? What's that tall
Pickett's
ass
still
wide
on.
receiver?
Pickett's still on a rookie deal.
That's what I'm saying. Who is they paying? Think
Because
about
what receiver gonna be left, man? You might have a dude from Washington left on the
You saying
board.
TJ Watt?
One of LSU receivers on the board. Man, they
They
should get a.
They got to pay the receiver they just took from the Chargers.
That's it.
Mike.
That's it. They got to have.
No, he went to the Jets.
They got
Yeah,
to.
Mike Williams went to the Jets. Oh, you talking about Keenan
grabbed
Allen?
somebody else.
Hold up. Keenan
Was
Allen.
it Palmer? Did they get
I
Palmer?
went to the Bears.
No, you talking about somebody Steelers? You talking about what's his
Steelers didn't
name?
get no other receiver, did they?
They lost. They lost the one receiver though.
I didn't think Pittsburgh was bad last year, so adding just improving that quarterback makes them a bet. Like that's a win. Pittsburgh almost made the playoffs last year with Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky.
They made the playoffs.
Well, the
They
thing
did?
is,
I thought they almost made it.
Oh, I'm sorry, they didn't. They're trying
They
to
made
trade
it.
Ayuk. That's what they're
They
trying to trade.
lost to the Buffalo in the first round.
Go ahead and get.
yeah, but the
Russell.
thing that we forget, DJ, is the top teams in the AFC North had no quarterbacks for the majority of the season. So that's I mean, that's like a fluff stat because you ask anybody in Pittsburgh, they don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't think they don't care about that at all. The outside world is look at that, but they're looking like that. They didn't win shit. They don't feel that way.
Is some bullshit. Period. They shouldn't have no 7 seeds in there. That's some bullshit.
Well, again, they don't feel like they accomplished something by doing that. You know what I'm saying? And again, the reason they were able to do it because, of course, a third of the teams in the North had no quarterbacks.
I mean, the 7 seeds, some bull. Like, I mean, it's just something we wasn't used to. You know, what I mean, when you used to something, You know, that's just like the play-in. You know, we've been seeing something all year, like for years. 8 teams and then 16. You know, when they add something like that, it's always gonna be bullcrap to most people though. Like
with the NFL with seven
from people,
teams, you damn near
older
got a
people that
50%
been like
chance
you
of
know
it.
for a certain depending on your age, it's gonna be bullcrap. You know, that's when you don't think it. You don't think that way.
In the NBA, you listen. You gotta kind of be super sorry to not make the playoffs or the play-in. Think about how many times teams is in the NFL. Is what I mean. NBA is 15, 16 in each conference, and now you got
Hmm
10 chances. So chances is you're gonna get in.
Unless you tanking.
Right.
Tanking while driving in my stankin' Lincoln.
Nobody want to
next.
say that, but teams be tanking. Okay, go ahead.
Next, we got Chase Young going to the Saints.
And going out with the injury.
Yeah, he hurt
Mm.
again.
He's the new school.
Again.
He's the new school. Jadavian Clowney. He's a good player. He's hard
What
to
you mean?
block,
When did he get hurt?
and he's just gonna keep bouncing around from team to team. That's
He
what
got
he's
a
gonna
neck
do.
injury, right?
I can't remember. I just know he's hurt. He got to get like some kind of surgery or something.
Yeah, he got a neck
And
injury.
the team knew about it.
Well, again, he didn't get like a really good deal. He got like 13 million, I think. Which is I'm not saying that ain't bad because that's more than any of us got. But I'm just saying that based on his caliber and being a first round pick. But anyway, I'm not knocking because I like Chase.
Hey, for the record, speak for
think he's
yourself.
okay.
I just re-up my Truth Entertainment Films deal, and I got 15 a year.
Hey man, pass some of it this way.
15 what?
We just being silly.
I think $15. Hey, that's what he's saying.
Hey, Teran got the max contract in his church league. He
$50
$50 a game.
Said 47
Hey.
points a game, man. That's it.
They know what it is.
That's some YouTube stuff.
Hey, Deacon Jones know what it is. I bet he not gonna try to watch me again.
Oh man, what we got next, Big Chicken? So we can wrap this up.
You got Keenan Allen to the Bears.
Good pickup.
Great.
Oh yeah, you saw he was at the pro day at USC today.
Yeah, I heard.
Now the great pickup.
But I ain't like that. I ain't like the exchange, man. Teron, man, it wasn't like
It was phony. It was fake. It might be Caleb. I mean, it might because think about man what the players are saying about how he act though. You know what I'm saying? I think they not lying about how you know what I'm saying the way he was like acting on the team. You know, USC players and all that stuff. So if it was strange, it's probably the quarterback, man. It's like he might be different, man. He might be weird.
It was after it was over.
Yeah,
right?
go right here. No, that's it.
No, that's not it.
All
It was
right.
on the field because Caleb got his shoes in his hand. So I think it felt to me like he was trying to get off the field, like my feet hurt. And then Keenan Allen came over like, hey, what up, bro? And he's like, oh, okay, hey. And then he starts backing up after he say, you know, whatever.
He can't do that, man.
That's no new
It's a team.
receiver.
Yeah, and a great one at that. And he's good. He'll give him shit.
I don't see Caleb Williams. I don't see Caleb Williams as generational, man. I just don't. Maybe
he might not be, but
wrong.
they setting him up with a nice squad though. That should have been like Fields though.
They definitely is.
Chicken, you gonna have to check the stats. This what are you generational? He had 32 fucking touchdowns and 5 interceptions or something like that. That's fucking with 3,500 yards. Negro, are you tripping? That's fucking almost impossible.
It's not really impossible.
That is almost impossible.
And check numbers, like it ain't as crazy no more as you think. Like Justin Fields was like 41 touchdowns and like 2 picks.
Any system can break a quarterback.
It's not crazy as you
I
think.
think that the Chicago
We all look at
Bears are
Justin
going to
Fields.
break.
But look at Fields' numbers 2019.
Fields
Look at his numbers
in
at Ohio State.
2019 went for 3,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions.
They wasn't calling him generational.
Hold on, whose numbers is this?
Justin Fields.
He wasn't
The one in
generational
front of
putting
us
that
is
number.
Caleb's.
It's Caleb.
This is Caleb Williams. Look at that. 30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
But go to Justin Fields.
Crazy.
Wait, bro.
42 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Bro,
This
wait a
nigga
second.
is legit,
To be fair, the 21, I think it's 21 or 25 of those 21 of those touchdowns came against inferior opponents, and then the rest of the season he struggled. They just talked about it when they were going over his thing.
What had happened was, hold on. Who we talking about?
We talk about Caleb.
Or say what you just said again. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about something else.
They said 21 of those 30 touchdowns came in his first 4 games against inferior opponents. And when they played actual team on their level or with as much talent as them, he struggled. I.e. Notre Dame and everything else, and it rolled downhill.
But again, regardless, he still had the statistical year to gain him 3,500 yards. That's not something that you can just sneeze at. That is phenomenal.
Nah, you can't.
I'm not saying Justin Fields is not phenomenal. All I'm saying is I'm not trying to give him any props because he's on the fucking Steelers, and I don't care about being 100 with that right now.
I feel you. I'm just saying, when we talking generational, they wasn't calling Fields generational when he put up those numbers. They wasn't calling CJ Stroud generational. Like, those are good numbers, them great numbers, but like the times have changed. I've seen quarterbacks do that. What I'm trying to say.
It's not about seeing quarterbacks do it. It's about the circumstances in which they did it. So when Jamar says, if the lesser competition or the lesser ranked opponents that Caleb has racked up these touchdowns on, that does matter in a sense. But at the end of the day, he still has the stats. So last time wasn't Justin Fields a first round draft pick?
Yeah.
Wasn't the other one the first round draft pick that you
They
mentioned?
both deserve to be first.
But it wasn't.
Wait.
Generational, but yeah,
they were fucking first round draft picks.
But they wasn't generational.
No,
Zach Wilson was a
That's how
generational.
you
Was supposed to be
talk about
That
generational.
term
them.
is just a stupid term. Generational.
That's what I'm
It's a
saying. That's just how
term.
you view people.
Because you never know.
To me,
You never
these
know
guys
how
were
a player's
fucking
gonna turn out.
legit. Like I think Justin Fields was the shit. Like to me, his college numbers are legitimate. In a sense, again, about the Caleb Williams part, I'm not trying to beat his horn because I don't really like the kid like that. I'm just being honest. I just think if we're going to use the generational term, I think he has something there. There's something there.
He does have generational talent stats.
I think it's
He does have
Pat
that.
Mahomes.
Both
I think it's
players do. And Mahomes didn't even look that good in college to me.
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was getting rocked at Texas Tech, little fuck.
And I think that's what's making Caleb Williams so desirable because he throw off platform, all these side angles. Like it's not necessarily his numbers, it's the way he throw a football. Everybody looking for the next Pat Mahomes.
I
The worst
get
thing
that,
about
DJ.
him is
but you gotta-
that word generational
Wait, he had
is
more
going to make
yards
him be a
and
bust.
touchdowns
Watch
than-
what I tell you. He's going to be a bust just because that label generational. Because if he doesn't win a Super Bowl in the next 5 years, it didn't pan out. Guaranteed.
I don't see him winning a Super Bowl in 5 years.
He's
those
not,
are
but
Patty
what I'm saying
Mahomes
is
stats.
that he's
He
not
had a
going
better
to.
year than him.
But it's not just looking at stats.
He had double interceptions.
And
How that a better
that's what I'm
year?
saying. He's comparing
Because
stats.
nobody think about it. Nobody thought Pat Mahomes was generational coming out. He wouldn't have lasted that long.
Nope.
But every quarterback from high school ranks on, they get rated because they can throw off platform like Pat Mahomes. They can do this.
I disagree.
It's always being him.
I watched those Texas Tech games. Those were like he didn't win those games as a traditional quarterback would win games. He won those games doing the shit that he was doing in Kansas City.
Yeah.
It's like he is that guy, and he's always been. It's just the fact that Texas Tech fucking suck. So
yeah. All right. Can I say this, and then we can move on to the next part. I think the kid has the talent. But what I will say is that be careful of the trap. He could be the second coming of a Kyler Murray also.
What's wrong with Kyler Murray?
He ain't shit no more in the NFL.
Are you kidding me? The kid won he went what did he go last year? 4-2 or something like that last season when he came back from his injury.
He always getting hurt, and he figured him out.
Let's see him with Marvin Harrison when he get a legit number one.
Bro, I hope Marvin Harrison don't go there. That Arizona is a fucking shit show.
But didn't Kyler also have didn't he have what you call it, old boy receiver for the Titans now? Hopkins? And still didn't do nothing really?
He did. They were balling before he got hurt.
They lost the first round in the playoffs. You can't call that balling if you lost the first round.
Why can't you?
God, you ain't do nothing with the wins. You won it. You won in the regular
season. It's hard to win.
Great job.
I think people you can be balling and still lose. Like it's hard to win the game.
Like,
No.
Like
It
Dallas
was.
was
You know what? You're
balling,
right.
they lost.
You're right.
No,
You're right.
I'm just,
He was.
It
You know what?
happened.
You're right.
Anybody can lose.
If he would have went to the playoffs and the team would have played well, and then he lost, I'm like, okay, they lost horribly. They got destroyed. That's what separates somebody.
Chicken, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you an example to the question
Yeah,
you just asked. You're like, can somebody be balling and they went out in the first round? I'll give you a better example. Like Justin Jefferson, that motherfucker been putting up records in Minnesota. Well, last year, I'm gonna give him a pass, but they ain't been doing shit. So if Arizona does get Marvin Harrison, they're gonna put up numbers. They still gonna lose though, bro. They're gonna lose because
Larry Fitzgerald.
shit.
That's like saying Larry Fitzgerald or Andre Johnson wasn't balling. DeAndre Hopkins wasn't balling.
They got a Super Bowl, didn't they? Well, Larry Fitzgerald did.
Fitzgerald he made it to one, but he didn't win.
They didn't
Oh,
win.
when
The
they got the
numbers
Cardinals,
they
they
put
win
up, they
that one.
put up
Okay.
great numbers, but they just didn't win because sometimes teams they be lopsided. They can put up numbers, but they can't stop nobody or they can't run the ball or
I mean,
shit like that.
it's a difference with the Arizona Cardinals, and it's the reason the coach got fired. You know what I'm saying? So it was more than just Kyler Murray, but I understand what the point of the argument is. That the focus is on him. So if we're gonna keep the focus on him, we got to understand that if we want to take a look at the end of last season, he's on the path back to whatever they're gonna become. Now, granted, I ain't hear about them doing nothing in free agency or the fucking draft. I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. But I think that Kyler Murray is really not that bad, man.
I think that Arizona plays like
they had
a Big 12 team.
He did make a lot of mistakes. The team was losing faith. We forget how quickly they was like, yo, we had to force this motherfucker to study film, and he started being a real problem for the team. Because we don't care about the Cardinals, we weren't paying attention to it.
It's not about that. It's that does who cares about any of that?
He's going to have a special
Arizona was one of the teams. Arizona was one of the teams at the beginning of the football season. Talk about them losing and talking about drafting Caleb Williams.
But guess why they can't? Because Kyler Murray came back and started winning fucking games. And now, exactly. And now they're on a path back. I'm trying to tell you that he is not as bad as y'all trying to make him out to be. Like they're on the path back. He played them out of that number one draft pick race.
He won 3 games.
He threw 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions last season.
Wait. He won 3 games and lost 5.
They still won games. I'm trying to
look how bad of a team Arizona is. Name one player on that team other than him. Name one wide receiver, one running back. I don't know nobody that played for them except for him.
Connor.
James
Connor. I said Stan. I meant Connor.
He's a bum.
They got the one receiver. Was it Brown? What is his name?
They had Brown. They had Brown.
They had Brown.
They need a line. They need a running back. They need a kicker. They need a coach. They need a GM. They
still haven't replaced JJ Watt.
The only thing they got good going for them is that dome. That's it. They terrible.
No, we're gonna see, man. Let the Cardinals
we got a couple more, and then we got to end it off. So next, we got to talk about the Browns and how they added Jerry Jeudy and gave him an extension.
Let's go.
I wouldn't have gave him that kind of money, but
I see them
going. I see them going after him. He's young. You're gonna have to get rid of Amari Cooper anyway. You know what I'm saying? Eventually. So
actually, I thought this was his last year. To be honest with you, so
me too.
I was very surprised to see that that's not going to be the case because they had him slated to be gone.
It ain't too late though, bro.
Yeah, so there's a reason why they did Jerry Jeudy this way. And I mean, you guys, I don't know how you feel about him, but I think it's a great pickup, a great extension.
It's
a great pickup for them. I just wouldn't have paid him that kind of money.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have gave him the extension. Yeah, I would have let him play a year, then see. But
let's see what you can do. Let's see how that Watson connection work out.
Give him the extension and don't risk the chance of him walking away in free agency.
But then if he goes in here and gives you only 2 touchdowns. What do you do then?
He's not going to give you only 2 touchdowns.
But he's not really.
He is not Russell Wilson. We have Deshaun Watson.
I understand getting him.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
That's the arrow. I don't know if I did that
Deshaun
right.
Watson has a lot to prove, bro. A whole lot to prove.
And that's a good thing. Reggie, that's a good thing. Whoever else said that, Chicken, you agree with him? Great, that's a good thing. I need him to have that to prove, right? Because he didn't have a full season. So this season coming up, we're gonna see.
Okay, but you gotta think about that because Russell Wilson has some very good numbers last year.
Yeah, Russell wasn't horrible.
I think Russell Wilson did a great job. It's just he got railroaded, and it was some personal shit, and too mad.
Oh boy, just never wanted him. And
On the
he
speaking
Well, I
of
That's
don't
what it came
know.
down
quarterbacks,
to.
speaking of quarterbacks, you got to talk about now their backup, Jameis Winston.
woohoo, crab legs is in Cleveland, baby.
I think
Why
this
you
was a
gotta-
good pickup. I think
Yeah,
this was a
Why you gotta say
their
that?
great
Go ahead,
pickup,
Chicken.
honestly.
Jameis
I think
Winston.
this pickup is amazing because you don't know if Watson's going to be able to stay healthy. So you really need that great backup. And Joe Flacco was good, but to have someone who can really throw that ball, I think it helped him a lot. If I'm
True.
just being
Well,
honest.
what about? Can I give you a different take? Not saying that your take is wrong. What about those situations where we see that if you're in 4th and goal, 3rd and goal, that if we don't have a Nick Chubb, who was our main power back, right?
Mhm.
We don't have a Kareem Hunt anymore, and we just lost Ford, so we lost 3 of our backs. Chubb may come back, may not. We don't know. But in my opinion, I think more than just being a backup, I think they got him in there for situational football. So I think, regardless of injury or not, I believe he's going to play.
No, yeah, no doubt. There's no doubt about it. Also, I think this is an amazing pickup because he's so multi-versatile. Where he's not slow. He's not a slow quarterback. Like, and he's really willing to move around in the pocket when he needs to. So
Yeah,
I think
he's
this
gonna
is
play, man.
it's a great pickup. I think. But,
And
Yeah, I
he's
think
black,
so.
and it helps that he's black.
Power
Jameis is good for the
One more
league.
addition.
Jameis needs to be on a team.
Yeah, I think Jameis Winston is a decent, talented quarterback. I think he's a starting quarterback too. I think he has starting type of talent. I think that his decision making isn't the best. He definitely has an arm. He definitely has a deep arm. I think that he's going to get a chance somewhere else to start.
I mean,
I think he's just a silly dude.
yeah, I don't know. I'm scared. Y'all making me nervous. Let's talk about something else. I'm scared, man. Now I'm thinking about Deshaun Watson getting hurt. My heart's starting to beat off fast. Oh man, this is.
Well, we've already established that every team needs a solid backup nowadays.
Yeah, but we don't got to talk about it.
Well, to rule the conversation one more time and talk about injured quarterbacks, we got to talk about the Jets picking up Mike Williams for $15 million.
Great pickup.
I'm talking about injured quarterback, Aaron, on the team of Aaron.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's a great pickup. You get him, Tyron Smith to protect. The Jets got something next year, man. I'm telling you, if Rodgers is still semi-Rodgers, the Jets can make a run.
Sure can. Especially in that conference. It's not going to be hard. I mean, division, sorry. It's not going to be hard.
You damn headphones.
You got him, you got Hall, you got Garrett, you got another receiver, and you got a new left tackle. This team could be dangerous.
Yeah, like
Aaron to get hurt again.
Or you just got to try to prevent that.
Or go get some backup. Have a
All
safety
right,
plan
so
just in case.
What else we got, Manny? Big Chicken.
That is it for free agency craze. That is it for the news.
Oh man, I was getting curious about that Jets thing because now I'm wondering in that division, like who the because I don't think Aaron will even be the top quarterback in his division. I don't think.
No, he's not. He's not.
Josh Allen.
I don't know what he just said. What you say, DJ?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. My headphones going good.
Aaron gonna come back in.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not the number one. Like we got to see though, man. I don't know. I'm just not sold on Aaron. I wasn't sold before the injury, to be honest with you. So we'll see.
But it's going to be easy for him with the weapons and the defense they got. That's the way. That's how I see it.
Oh, they got the Tua. What Tua might be the second or third best quarterback?
I think he's the second. Like I think he's the second best quarterback in that division. I think Aaron will be the third. Now, granted,
I'm still putting Aaron over him.
Over Tua?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's smarter than Tua. I'll say that.
I think Tua got great weapons around him. Like you take away Tua weapons. I mean, I know you can say that, but Aaron won MVP with bums.
And he also his last year with the Packers wasn't bad.
Yeah, like no, Tua ain't Aaron Rodgers.
They didn't even go to the playoff. I mean, they went to the playoffs and then did they not go to? I think they lost the first game of the playoffs. Man, it missed me with that Aaron stuff. We'll see.
And who was Tua before Tyreek Hill got over there? People would call him a butt.
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see. Keep on talking about it then. We gonna see. Yo, anybody got any shout outs or anything before we go ahead and wrap this up?
Nah.
Nope. Shout out to the young.
Shout out to the yo. Shout out to the land. Shout out to the 614, the 419, the 330.
One thing real quick. One thing where anybody got, if y'all got it just a second. Okay. Just about the his name is Dave Roberts, the manager for the Los Angeles Dodgers. They won the championship in 2020. He's African American and he's half Japanese.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I just want to put him on the radar, man. Just I know we don't probably watch LA Dodgers, man, but then with them getting Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts on that team, they have a really loaded squad, and it's kind of like almost like I don't want to say a dream team, but they got like a big three basically, and it's just really exciting to see this black manager. He's so cool, got so much swag, and he handles everything so well with grace and class, man. The dude is he's just A1 in my book, man. So just put that on the radar.
I'm a Yankee fan.
There you go. That's
dope.
my guy right there. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not trying to win any converts.
He's dope though. I ain't gonna lie. I respect Dave Roberts.
Yeah, for Black history and this thing that he's done in the sport. I mean, he won 2 World Series as a player, and he won 1 as a manager. You know what I'm saying? So he's just loaded, man. And
yeah, he is. I thought we shouted him out on one of these sports episodes.
I may have mentioned it, but again, I just wanted to highlight that he's just been on my radar because they were on the new. Well, Tehran not here, but they were on ESPN this morning playing overseas. And so it's just, it's just cool what he's doing. He's just dope.
Cancer survivor too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So yes.
Shout out to Dave Roberts, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Dave Roberts. Shout out to him. Shout out all those not sports related. Shout out to Dr. Dre finally getting his star. It's so weird that 50 Cent got his star before Dr. Dre got his star. That's so weird.
Something is wrong with LA for
that. Shout out to Tehran. Shout out to C5. Shout out to Big Chicken, Reggie, D80.
Big Chicken brought the rug. He brought the ruckus today.
Yeah, he did. Big Chicken came with it.
Yeah.
Shout out to the producer. This is a AAA Productions brought to you by Truth Entertainment Films. Be on the lookout for other projects coming out. Also, if you get a chance, go on YouTube, check out our channel. I got to interview a former NFL player and brother of Hall of Fame player Jonathan Ogden, Marcus Ogden. I got to interview. Super dope man, person, human being, and just he talks about success and grinding and making it happen. And also playing your brother's shadow and finding your own way, your own success. Super dope interview. I enjoyed it. I got to interview him with a guy who's a mentor to me, Ernest White, as well as another brother who's out there doing good things. That's from with RC. Mostly y'all know him as Regina's little brother. But so shout out to them, man. Appreciate y'all for checking this out. God bless y'all. And Big Chicken, play the outro. We out.
Big checks, big deposits. I got it.
Hey, run that shit up, Trace.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Big checks with big deposits. Run it up. 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 Big checks with big deposits. Big bag what I be on. Play the corner like Dion. Hard code like Freon. No time for you peons. Pandemic ain't stop nothing. Apply pressure, I'm job hunting.